Good morning, humble warriors. Welcome to day 15 of Practice with Mary Beth. This is a peek into my personal flow in celebration of Yoga Awareness Month, which is September. It's also National Suicide Awareness Month. So every month, every day at 5 a.m., we're showing up on our mat and we're being present. And every day, it looks a little different, right? And because it's a peek into my practice. And so I don't show up the exact same way every day. And sometimes I don't walk in my house till 3:30 in the morning because of a delayed flight, but I get up and I breathe for 5 minutes, and that is showing up for that day because I only had 1 hour of sleep. Right? So just understand that every day is a little bit different, and you roll with it. You show up where you are, right? Because it is a peek into my practice, this is what I do. Please take care of yourself. If something I am doing does not feel good for you, don't do it. Find something else to do. Just be present on the mat with me. Today is Momentum Monday. Uh, on Mondays, I like building a little heat, a little momentum, not only for the day, but for the week. And I always, well, always, I, majority of the time, have my go to flow. So I have about two flows memorized. Um, One was my yoga lineage, and I still have that one in the brain. And then the second one is something that has developed over time. But my point is, have a flow in your head that you can show up on the mat, you can breathe, and your body just knows the movements, and you can step on the mat like on a Monday without a whole lot of preparatory thought, and you can just flow and breathe, right? So this is one of my flows. You know it well because I do it often. So let's start in mountain pose. Our toes are spread wide. All four corners of the feet are grounding into the earth. Big breath. Find your mountain. Sack the knees over the ankles, hips over the knees, shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders, crown of the head reaching up. Breathe. Take note of how your body tries to return to non-mountain pose. Feel free to wiggle it back into place. From this place, go ahead and set your attention for this practice. Something maybe you want to focus on here on the mat, or maybe even something that you want to manifest and generate for your day. Blink the eyes open. Take your mountain to one end of your mat. Doesn't really matter. We're going to walk forward and backward in mountain pose so we can practice maintaining our mountain even during movement, right? So, toes spread wide, four corners of the feet, mountain stacked. Just very slowly start to walk forward and backward, using the sensations on your feet when you have reached the end of your mat. So you really pay attention to the sensations your feet are having. And that's how you know where you are in time and space. Keep track of what your body does when it's in movement. Just take notice. Mine, mine tries to fall forward, but that's probably more because I have a desk job and I sit at a desk all day, so I have a hunching problem. Continue to breathe. Walk back and forth as slow or as fast feels good for you. The next time you come to the center of your mat, stay there. Very good. Stack your mountain. Feet hip distance apart. One arm up, one arm down. And just exchange positions, flowing back and forth, waking up the upper body, waking up the shoulders, opening the chest. And release and shake it out. Moving into drum. Arms spin back and forth. Moving gently. No need to go too deep here as we're just getting going. And release. Knees slightly bent. Top of the body slight lean forward. Moving into golf swings. So take a side and just move, twisting from the trunk, from shoulder to shoulder. And release. Take it to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance or together, whatever feels good for you. Find that mountain pose. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's flow. Inhale, fingertips just go. Exhale, fold. Knees are bent, at least for the first few. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot back into a lunge and find the hover. Release into plank. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Tuck the toes, up and back, downward dog. Right toes to sky. Right foot to right hand. Hover. Release. Left foot joins right and full. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Palms together in front of the feet. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. One breath. Left side, inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot back into a lunge and hover. Release into plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Release, tuck the toes, up and back into downward dog. Left toes to sky. Left foot to left hand. Inhale, hover. Exhale, right foot joins left and fold. Palms together in front of the feet. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release into mountain. Take 2 breaths. One more time. Hands together, heart center. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Lunge into hover. Release into plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Release. Tuck the toes. Up and back. Downward dog. Right toes to sky. Right foot to right hand. Into a hover. Release. Left foot joins right and fold. Palms together in front of the hands. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release. Left side. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Left foot back to lunge. Hover. Release into plank. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin. Keep those elbows tucked. Baby cobra. Release, tuck the toes, up and back, downward dog. Left toes to sky. Left foot to left hand. Inhale, hover. Release, right foot joins left and fold. Palms together in front of the feet. Inhale, fingertips to sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. And release into mountain. Breathe deep into the belly. Stack the mountain. These next few rounds, your feet can be together or slightly apart. Bring the toes as close as is comfortable. The heels are a little bit wider. Inhale, fingertips to sky, but send those sit bones back into chair. Breathe. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hop or step back into plank. Drop onto your belly. You can drop your knees if going into a plank down to your tummy does not feel good. Inhale, baby cobra or cobra. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Hop or step to your hands. And full. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Release into mountain. Drop the hands. Take one breath. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Release into plank. Find your plank to tummy, whatever that is for you. Inhale, baby cobra or cobra. Release, tuck the toes. Downward dog. Hop or step to your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, mountain. Deep breath. Feet come back out to hip distance. Take a moment, shake it out, do whatever you need to do to feel better in this moment. Maybe take a sip of water. Or coffee. We like coffee too. Or tea. Ah, good tea. All right. Back into mountain pose. Hands together in heart center. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back into a lunge and hover. Release into plank. Come onto the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Release, tuck the toes. Downward dog. In this downward dog, really focus on your fingers spread wide. Your fingers taking the weight, not your wrist. So find what that feels like. Then really bend your toes and lift your heels. Get those sit bones to the sky. And then start to work those heels down or those knees straight. Breathe. Inhale, left toes to sky. Exhale, left foot to left hand. Bring the right foot to 45-degree angle. Think train tracks, not tightrope. Inhale into warrior one. Take any little adjustments you need. Four corners of the feet are grounding. The feet have a slight pull together, almost like you're pulling together and up. Shoulders are dropped from the ears. Think about mountain pose from the hips up. Make sure the top half of your mountain is stacked. And breathe. Release into warrior two. Heel arch alignment. Now you're on that tightrope. Arms come out to a T shape. Hips shift to the side of your mat. Gaze is out over the left hand. Again, you have that pull with your feet together and up. Make sure you're sitting back into your warrior two. So think of your top half of your mountain. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Drop the back hand, lift the front. Release into side angle, left elbow to left thigh. Right arm swings in front of the body, opens up one long line from your right foot to your right hand. Release into Captain Morgan. Drop that right knee. Hands on hips. Inhale, right fingertips to sky. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Turn and look behind you. Release into plank. Find your way onto your tummy. Inhale, cobra or baby cobra. Release, tuck the toes. Downward dog. Inhale, right toes to sky. Exhale, right foot to right hand. Left foot comes to 45-degree angle. Inhale, fingertips to sky for warrior one. Toes spread wide, four corners of the feet. Slight pull in the feet together and up. Try sinking down into that front knee. Sitting back in your mountain, stack the top half. Shoulders drop from the ears. Breathe. Release into Warrior Two. Heel arch alignment. Arms to a T. Gaze out over the right hand. Slight pull in the feet. Top half stacked. Gaze out over the right arm. Breathe. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, right elbow to right knee. Swing the left arm in front of you, side angle. Release into Captain Morgan. Inhale, left fingers to sky. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Turn and look behind you. Release into plank. We'll hold this one a little longer. Try to breathe through it. Keep the weight in your fingers, not your wrist. And release onto your tummy. Inhale, cobra. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Continue to breathe. Inhale, right toes to sky. Right foot comes to right hand. And hover. Release, left foot joins right. And fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Palms together in front of the feet. Inhale, fingertips to sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. And release. Shake it out. Take any movements you need here. When you're done, come back to mountain pose. Moving into a little balance. Starting from that mountain pose, shift your weight into your left foot. You have a couple of different options. You can just pick that heel up. You can bring the heel to the ankle and open that knee to the right with your right leg. You can bring the foot up to the calf, or you can bring the foot all the way up to the inner thigh with the inner thigh pressing against that heel. Leg is open for tree pose. For your hands, they can be at heart center, they can be out wide in a Y shape. Just find a focal point that's not me and not moving. And breathe. And release. Shake it out. Mountain. Weight in the right side, the right foot. Try to mimic what you did on the other side so that we are balanced in our body. And release. Shake it out. Bring the feet just wider than your mat with the toes hanging off. 45-degree angle. Working our way into yogi squat. Spine is straight. Drop the sit bones to the mat. Elbows come to the inside of the knee. Chest and gaze are up. You can also put your sit bones on a block or a stool. And our goal today is to stay here for 2 minutes. So find a place where you can breathe into it. Breathe through the discomfort. I didn't say pain, I said discomfort. Something we say in diving, scuba diving with the ears. Pressure is okay, pain is not. Halfway. And release. Come into tabletop. Knees come wide, feet together, extended child's pose. The head can come to a pillow, a block, or the mat. Release into tabletop. Drop the crown of the head in between the thumbs. For modified headstand, hands can stay next to the head, or they can come to the calves, or even the mat next to the calves. Breathe. And release, finding that child's pose one more time. And release onto the sit bones, coming to a seated position. Legs are out front, knees are bent. Moving into forward fold, inhale the fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold so you have rib cage, thigh contact. Then you can play with straightening those, scooting those heels out. As soon as you lose thigh to rib cage contact, you've gone too far. Back it up, and that's where you are today. It's not good or bad, it's just where you are today. And release back into seated. Legs come wide. Straight spine. Inhale. Exhale. Walk those hands out as far as comfortable. Toes and knees always tracking to the ceiling. Keep breathing. And release. Bring the bottom of the feet together for diamond pose. In diamond pose, the feet are a little further out than butterfly. Inhale, fingertips to sky, interlace those fingers. Exhale, hands come to the outside of the toes, or the ankles or calves, whatever feels good for you. Just try to get those elbows, wherever they are, to the outside of the leg. Whatever that looks like for you. And then, with intention, drop the forehead to the arches of your feet. You may not get there. That's okay. Just having the intention is half the battle. And release. Bend those legs just a little. And we're just going to very slowly, with intention and purpose, come onto the mat. You don't have to scoot back to the center. It's just me. Bottoms of the feet are in line with the sit bones. Legs are bent. Palms come to the mat next to the hips. And then very slowly start from the hips, rotate and start to peel that spine off the mat for bridge. Breathe into bridge, constantly trying to lift those hips just a little further. And release. Take a breath. One more time. Start with the hips and start to peel the spine. Lift the hips to the sky. You're invited to bind underneath if that's within your practice. And release the bind if you're there. Release the shoulders, release the spine. And just take a second and let those knees drop out wide. And pull those knees together and into the chest. Arms come to a T. Inhale. And exhale, drop those knees to the left. Gaze is at the ceiling or to the right. Just make sure you keep that right shoulder grounded to the mat. Inhale those knees back to center. And exhale to the other side. Left gaze at the ceiling or the left hand. Left shoulder grounded. Knees come back to center. Happy baby, and whatever feels good for you. Grab the toes, use a strap, blades of the feet. Just take what you need from here. And release those legs out long, dropping the feet out to the side. Arms long next to the body, palms up. Simultaneously let go while feeling supported by the floor, by the mat. Find your breath. Stay with your breath. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms out long like the great stretch. And roll into the right side. And push yourself up. Come to a seated position. Gaze can be soft or eyes closed. Hands resting on the thighs. And as you find your breath, reflect back on your intention. How can you take it throughout your day? Your hands to heart center. Humble warriors, thank you for showing up for yourself and for practicing with me. I hope you have an amazing Monday and you've built some good momentum. All right. Have a good one.